Vitacam is medical software developed for healthcare professionals as well as home users under their guidance to gather, report, and review vital signs data. The system utilizes standard digital cameras such as webcams and smartphone cameras to measure a person's respiratory rate and pulse optically. With the help of advanced computer vision algorithms and face detection, the system maps out the face and chest area of a person in the camera view. Points of interest are then identified, such as key landmarks on the chest and exposed skin in suitable areas of the face. Respiratory rate values are calculated by tracking the identified chest landmarks as they move during inhalation and exhalation, similar to the industry standard manual counting. Pulse measurements are extracted by tracking the slight color changes of the face caused by pulsation. The method is derived from photoplethysmography, familiar to many through devices such as pulse oximeters. Unlike wearable devices, however, the signal is obtained remotely by analyzing changes in video color channels. Vitacam is available in two different versions. Vitacam Triage is intended for measuring patients in clinical settings, such as an assessment room, through a PC application. Vitacam Care is used for obtaining measurements in home settings through a smartphone application. In this video, we will be covering Vitacam Triage. Developed originally for hospital emergency departments, Vitacam Triage utilizes a permanently mounted camera facing the patient to be monitored. The mounting location can be, for example, the wall of a hospital triage room or the ceiling of a bed ward. The live stream from the camera is processed on a separate local server or on the hospital's own servers. The processed results can be viewed on the Vitacam application in real time, where new results will update every 15 seconds. Depending on the chosen configuration, results can also be transferred to be viewed on another application or written directly to patient record. Let's take a look at the Vitacam Triage user interface. The main view of the application consists of a button panel and an information panel, as well as separate list and trend views for both respiratory rate and pulse. In situations where user attention or action is required, a special notification bar will appear at the top of the window. The main controls for the application are situated on the left-hand side of the button panel. The System button stops the application, powers down the camera, and erases all stored data related to the active measurement. This button is particularly suited for situations where the patient objects to being measured and no data should be stored. The Reset button returns the application to the patient search mode and clears the user interface. This button can be used as a quick refresh whenever necessary, such as when starting a new measurement or switching patients. The Sound Settings button and the Live View button can be used to switch the application's audio alerts and live camera view on or off. The center of the panel houses a progress bar, visible while the application is searching for a face and during the first calculation before first results are displayed. The bar moves from side to side when searching and begins to fill up when calculating. Finally, on the right-hand side of the button panel, you can find buttons for settings, providing several customization options, as well as the user guide and a button for minimizing the application to its widget format. As a widget, the application takes only a small amount of space on the screen and displays only the most important up-to-date values. Above the button panel is the information panel. In this area, you will find the duration of the most recent measuring session, the number of people the system has identified in the camera view, and an indicator light that communicates the connection status to the server. The collected measurement values are displayed on the UI both as a vertical list as well as a horizontal trend. The top of each list is marked with a vital sign icon that changes color according to the most recent measured value, given the application has been assigned a color-coded warning score system. Next to the icon, the most recent measured value and the median result of all values so far are displayed. At the bottom of the list, all values collected during the most recent measuring session are displayed in chronological order. The values are also color-coded according to the early warning score. The same color coding can be seen on the base of the trend. Through the trend, the user can observe visually how the values have changed over time. In situations where the system is not able to produce reliable measurement results, for example due to excessive movement, the result is marked as an empty undefined value, identifiable by an exclamation mark on a yellow background. If multiple undefined results are received in succession, the exclamation mark changes to a number equal to the amount of undefined. When powered on, Vitacam system automatically and continuously searches the camera view for recognizable human faces. In the automatic detection mode, the animation of the progress bar moves back and forth. When a person is found, the information bar updates with corresponding information and rectangular indicators appear on the patient's face and chest area. The progress bar also begins to fill up to indicate that first measurement is in progress. Once the first measurement has concluded, the list and trend views open automatically as they begin to receive values. If one of the vital signs is deemed unnecessary, individual elements can also be hidden using the Minimize List and Minimize Trend buttons. Elements can also be completely hidden from the UI by selecting Settings, User Settings, Vital Mode. If Vitacam is not able to detect the patient automatically or a rectangular indicator is missing, a quick refresh usually solves such issues. If a refresh does not solve the issue, however, the user can also select the patient manually. A custom selection can be initiated by pressing the Manual Selection button below the vital signs icon. When a selection is initiated, the patient detection status text, the cursor, and the Manual Selection button all change to indicate an active measurement, and the application instructs on drawing a rectangle over the patient's face or chest. After a successful selection, Vitacam will proceed with measurements as normal. In a situation where the system recognizes multiple people in the camera view, the user is prompted to select the intended individual with the cursor. The tutorial is finished. More information can be found through the in-app tutorial by reading the complete instructions for use or by visiting the vitacam.health website.